Hello. I'm going to be talking about bottle service in the service industry. Now, there are many forms of bottle service. You can get bottle service in the VIP section at the club, or you can receive bottle service when ordering a bottle of wine at a restaurant. Today, I'll be discussing the process of how bottle service works while dining out at a restaurant. So, finding the right wine for you, or for your table, or your guests. Most restaurants have wine menus already at the table or along with their food menu. However, fancier restaurants may have what's called a reserved wine list. Usually, the guests will ask their waiter for a reserved list if they want to see the restaurant's finest wines. These wines come out with a higher price tag. Some guests will have trouble deciding which wine they want. They may ask you, the waiter, suggestions such as what wine might pair best with their meal. Rule of thumb, full-bodied wines go best with a steak or heavier meal, and white wines pair well with seafood or much lighter dishes. Next, we figure out how many glasses of wine we need at the table, or in other words, how many of us are having wine this evening. A standard 750 milliliter bottle of wine typically serves 4 to 5 glasses. Think 1 glass per person. If we have a party of 8 people wanting to drink wine, we'll more than likely need 2 or 3 bottles. Some great groups may finish a bottle of wine before making it to their entrees and will ask for another with their meals. There may be times where you need to perform bottle service more than once per table. Now that we've decided on a bottle of wine, it's time to move into bottle service. In this next video that I show, I demonstrate the process of performing bottle service. After figuring out how many bottles and whatnot we need, I'll be demonstrating bottle service for a party of 3. We'll have Baby Shark, Mickey Mouse, and Mr. Unicorn dining in with us this evening. From my experience, beginner waiters and waitresses typically fear providing bottle service. It can be quite intimidating because all eyes are on you. But with time and practice, it comes much more naturally. Alright, so tonight we have Baby Shark, we have Mickey Mouse, and Mr. Unicorn all coming in tonight at John's restaurant. They ordered a bottle of wine from the reserve list, and so I brought them 3 glasses and with their bottle of wine. Now, Baby Shark here is the head of the table, and he is the one. Alright, so tonight we have Baby Shark, we have Mickey Mouse, and Mr. Unicorn all coming in tonight at John's restaurant. They ordered a bottle of wine from the reserve list. And so I brought them 3 glasses and with their bottle of wine. Now, Baby Shark here is the head of the table, and he is the one who ordered this bottle of wine. So I'm going to show him the bottle of wine.
Yep, that looks good.
And then offer him a taste. Would you like a taste at all?
No, Mr. Unicorn can do the taste.
All right. So I proceed then to open the bottle. Now, when you open the bottle, you want to make sure you get right around this rim here. A lot of customers like to show the label of the bottle, and that is important. It's kind of like a status thing to them. So try not to rip this whole label off, just the top here. And you want to kind of get right around the rim. Apply some pressure, and I spin the bottle. Some people can just kind of go around completely. Everyone kind of has their own little technique to do that. But then it should just come off like that. And I always stick that in my pocket. And now we uncork it. Now I always like to put my finger kind of firmly on the tip to get it nice and straight. Apply down and twist as you're applying pressure down. And you want to just kind of keep twisting and try and keep it as straight as possible. Oh, gotta go inward a little bit there. It's okay, sometimes these things happen. And if this happens, of course, if you find yourself kind of delaying, taking a little bit longer than normal, like I am right now, just chat with your table, you know, converse with them, make them feel comfortable, make it seem like you kind of know what you're doing, even though you might think that you don't. But anyway, here we go. So it's going straight down, twist, 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 and I get it until there's no really cork showing. Then on this wine key here, we have our first kind of level here, and you just prop it open like this, and then you work your way up to the next level, and then you have your wine opened. You want to let it breathe too. So now we offer Mr. Unicorn a taste. Just a little bit. He's gonna swish his glass around here. Look at how heavy it is. This is a lighter Pinot. Go good with a lighter meal, some chicken maybe, or a darker meat. Mr. Unicorn is going to try the wine, and he says, yes, it is delicious. Very good. Now, since Mr. Unicorn since he did the tasting, I'm now going to pour to Baby Shark, to Mickey Mouse, and then to Mr. Unicorn. Mr. Unicorn will get his glass of wine last. Now, some people think that, you know, if there's a woman and a male at the table, that ladies go first. Now, you can do that depending on your table. You might want to feel them out first. But how I was taught was to kind of go opposite of who did the tasting. And so we are going to pour Baby Shark's glass. And while you pour, just kind of let it do its thing, and then kind of twist up away like that so you don't spill any wine on the table. And again, I try not to hit the glass, but some people do. Twist. Twist away. And then we have our I apologize for that long, awkward pause. I was experiencing technical difficulties and my video was cut short. For some reason, in PowerPoint, when I do the screen recording, the entire video plays, but then when I export it to a MP4 or a movie file, it gets cut off early. So I apologize. In that last video where I was cut off, I was explaining how the bottle should be facing outward, so other people in the restaurant can see what bottle that table is drinking. And then you leave the cork, you unscrew the cork out of the wine key, place the cork right on the table, right next to the bottle, and you leave the bottle open to let the wine breathe. And then you move on to appetizers. Anyway, thank you for watching. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Cheers.